Okay, it is Wednesday, May 20th. Welcome into the 2-minute drill. Article up on PFF.com right now ranking the best receiving cores in the NFL. Which way do you guys go?
You know what? The Buccaneers finished with the best wide receiving core during the 2019 season, and that was with Jameis Winston as their quarterback. And now here comes Tom Brady, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. These are guys that have been putting in work. I think they're going to just build on that success in the 2020 season. And yes, I know Gronk is hobbled. Gronk is not the same guy, but they still had two good tight ends by the name of O.J. Howard and Cameron Brate. So to me, this is a runaway by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Wow. A runaway, huh?
Yes.
I don't think it's a runaway. I love the Bucs. I love the Chiefs. I'm going to make a pitch for a team that I don't think people are considering in the top two or near the top two, and that's the Dallas Cowboys. But they have three receivers that can legitimately beat just about anyone on the outside and in the slot. And everyone likes to talk about how nice it is to have a great tight end. But if I just have an average tight end with all that space, they will produce. CeeDee Lamb, that addition to Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup makes the Cowboys, I think, at the end of next year in the conversation for the best receiving core in the entire league. Give me the Cowboys.
Yeah, there are only two acceptable answers to this question. Sully already gave one. The Bucs. The other acceptable answer is the Kansas City Chiefs. Tyreek Hill might be the best wide receiver in all of football when you look at what he's doing right now. Okay, he's aided by the fact that Patrick Mahomes is his quarterback, but you've also got Travis Kelce. They load up in the draft as well, and they add receiving skills in the backfield. And
Stop.
There. Receiving skills out of the backfield to add to the bevy of weapons they already have. The Chiefs have the most complete receiving core in the NFL.
Yeah, we get to count the running backs as a receiver out of the backfield.
There you go, Sully.
That's part of the process. It's quite okay. All right, guys, here's another good question. If Russell Wilson and Patrick Mahomes were to switch teams, got to have your answers on this one. Who would be quarterback number one?
I have gone back and forth here probably 5 times since thinking about this question. Here's the kicker for me. I believe there is an inherent part of quarterback play, and this has been proven out mathematically, where quarterbacks own their own pressure rate to a certain degree by holding on to the football. And Russell Wilson has done that. He has been in the top half of the league in sack rate pretty much every year, on the upper end of it over the past few years. Whereas Patrick Mahomes just does not do that. He does not have those negatively valued plays, whether it be uncatchable passes or sacks, at anywhere near a league average rate. He is in the top of the league in both of those categories. So Patrick Mahomes gives you all of the higher upside without any of the downside. I think it would still be Patrick Mahomes, even though he'd have to do it on like 200 less attempts.
Right. Yeah, my initial reaction to this question was, well, of course it's Mahomes. What a ridiculous question. But the more I looked into it, the closer I think it actually is. These guys are 2 of the top 3 graded quarterbacks in PFF grade over the last 2 years. They're number 1 and 2 in terms of big time throws. And Russell Wilson is the guy ahead. But when you look at accuracy, when you look at actual ball location data, Patrick Mahomes misses less of his throws. He has a lower uncatchable inaccurate rate, and he makes more of them. He has a higher accurate percentage than Wilson. Wilson nails more of the absolute perfect passes, but Mahomes overall is a bit more accurate. So I think just on the balance, you're going to lean with Mahomes still.
Yeah, I think it's very close as well. You know, it was Vince Lombardi who said that 90% of the game is played from the neck up. That is, decision-making is paramount at the quarterback position. But I think where there's a great separation as well, because when those two things are equal, when you have two guys that are making good decisions, arm talent is a huge separator. And that's where I think Patrick Mahomes separates himself by far. He makes good decisions, but also he can thread the needle. He can bring teams back from a huge deficit. This guy can just ring up the scoreboard in a hurry. So I'm going with Patrick Mahomes on this.
So you're saying from the waist up, because it's arm and head.
I'm going with head first,
okay.
and then I'm agreeing with what you said.
All right, so a sport where the lower body does matter, surprisingly a lot, is golf. And Tiger Woods and Peyton Manning are taking on Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady in Florida at Tiger Woods' home course. Woods and Manning are minus 200, so they're the pretty heavy favorite. Mickelson and Brady plus 175. I know you guys are golf aficionados. Who's winning on Sunday?
I was told this was a football show only. Can we get my agent on the phone? What's the story here? Look, I know very little about golf, but one, home court advantage, that's got to be huge. And two, Peyton Manning's had an awful lot of time to be golfing while Tom Brady has been working on still being a great quarterback. So those two things, you put them together, that looks like the obvious team to me. I'm going to take the favorite.
This one, I think, falls into three categories, right? If we're talking about the golf, and you're right, they're playing on Tiger Woods' home course, I got to go with Peyton Manning and Tiger Woods. If you're talking about the best photo op, who's the group that you want to take a photo with? This is Tom Brady and Phil Mickelson. And then on the other side, the final and deciding category, how about the entertainment value? Which group would you rather hang out with on Sunday? For me, I would say I'm going to have more laughs hanging out with Peyton Manning and Tiger Woods.
All right, well, it's about time we have some serious analysis here. I do not believe that it is that lopsided of a matchup, and here's why. We just don't know a lot about these two pairs here. So when you don't know that much, assume things are closer than they might be in the public's perception. And I think a big reason for that is, look, Tiger Woods is assumed to be better than Phil Mickelson, but in a casual round of golf, I'm not sure that Phil Mickelson isn't better prepared to play well in a casual setting. He takes regular tournaments and treats them pretty casually. And then Tom Brady, it's a home game for him. He's not traveling very far. I wouldn't be surprised if he and Peyton are really, really close and they both just aren't that good. So give me the underdog here because I'm getting a nice payout for it. Phil and Tom Brady get the job done.
One last thing, George. For Tom Brady and Tiger Woods, nothing is casual. These guys are uber competitors.
Well, but they're going to have a little fun. And if one of them has to have a little fun, it's going to be Phil.
You want to get rid of me and get back to more great PFF YouTube content? All you have to do is push that button right there and subscribe. Thanks for watching.